welcome to Amazu World of 7. I will be changing my name as soon as I get a second. We are Family of 7. This is Shamika, and this is going to be pretty much what we ate for dinner. I don't do Sunday through Sunday or Monday through Friday or anything like that. Here and there, I'll do cook with me's, but I always have leftovers, so I don't have to cook every single day, but I do cook pretty much majority of the week, but not every day. So this is going to be a few meals. And yeah, we started our homeschool week, so that's been going really well. And I just went to the grocery store, so be on the lookout for a haul coming up soon. I just had to go get a couple of things. I'm preparing for all 4 of my wisdom teeth to be pulled out, so I'm just trying to make sure we're good to go because I won't be cooking for about a week. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoy. Y'all, I meant to show y'all when everything got done. Now there's still a little bit cooking, but for the most part, as you can see, that they've already begun eating. Not I, because I'm still cooking. But here is the chicken, different variety, just all within. And then here is the broccoli, all done. Now I did get a little bit more softer as it was sitting, but it's still not too soft. So yeah, so just steamed broccoli. My children were already eating and everything. I'll sit down and eat when the other ones are done. But you can see how they good, y'all. I did try a couple. You just honestly can't tell which is which, I suppose. I just kind of put them on there, but they're really good. Air fryer chicken is always good. Never can go wrong. Alright, tonight we are just having some burgers. Some turkey burgers, of course. Got a turkey burger and salad. And then I'm going to be putting this honey French dressing on mine with some ranch, because I like those two together. Any French and ranch, it's really, really good. And then we have onions and tomatoes and romaine and Parmesan cheese on there and some seasoning. So yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and enjoy this. I think this is the feta and spinach burger from Whole Foods. Like, I made it in the air fryer, but I also made their other one, the steakhouse one. So hopefully it's good. In fact, let me try it now. It's really good. Of course, I added seasoning on top of it, because you know, gotta have some garlic and different things on there. But it's really good. And I toasted the bun. Well, not toasted, but I toasted it, but with butter and in a pan. You know, old school style. Okay, I'm gonna go enjoy our dinner. Hey y'all, I wanted to show y'all me getting these Kale Greens together, but I just do not have the time. We'll be trying to get my son ready for karate and everything else. So, with that being said, before I stir everything in, I'm gonna show you what I got in there. Now, we got some peppers that I wanted to use up, some sweet peppers. We got yellow, red, orange. We got onions in there. Of course, the kale green. The little yellow you see is the chicken bouillon seasoning. And we have some smoked turkey tail in there. Now, we don't really like meat in our vegetables or beans, but I like them for flavor. So as it cooks in there, I'm actually going to take them out and not break them up as most people do. And I know that for those who love the meat and the greens and all that stuff, I know y'all like, what? But honestly, I've learned that over time. My children will not eat the meat, and I don't really care for the meat in it. We just like the veggie and the beans, right, when we make them. And so that's just what it is. So yeah, so you see 2 of those there, but I will be taking those out, and again, just using it for flavor. But I'm gonna let this simmer and everything, and then I'm gonna try to get these potatoes going. And when this is pretty much cooked, for the most part, then I'm going to add some vinegar in there, and some butter and some seasoning, and it will be done. Oh, and I'm going to put some spinach in here. I probably should specify that, but I need these kale greens to cook down first, cook, because they take longer than spinach. And then I'm going to put some spinach in there as well. I always put greens with my spinach because my children don't like sauteed spinach, but they love greens, and that's the best way I'll get them to eat, like cooked spinach, as long as it's with the greens. But they'll eat fresh spinach, just not cooked. So there we have it. Alright, so I'm making my cheesy baked potato casserole now. This is my quick version. Okay. I cut up these potatoes, boil them for a little while, not till they're all the way cooked, but just soft enough. I always put seasoning in there because I like my seasoning inside my potatoes. Then I'm going to strain it. Then I'm going to go ahead and put it in the pan with some warm cream, butter, and cheese. And then I'm going to bake it. And boom, that's what we're going to have. It's more like a mashed potato, but thick, but more like a baked potato. You'll see. So it's not scalloped potatoes, but it's not all the way mashed potatoes. It's just in between. It's a hit around here. Oh, and I had some more potatoes that was diced that won't fit in there. So what I'm going to do is dice up some more, and I'm actually going to roast some in the air fryer. Just in case anybody just wants, you know, it's simple versus the heaviness of the cheese and everything with the other potatoes. But y'all, I'm going to crush them other ones. You know, them heavy whipping cream and cheese, sour cream. I only put a little bit of whipping cream because I put mostly sour cream in there. Because it's more like a baked potato. But anyway, there it is. Alright, I'm going to put these in my potatoes, the ones that I'm going to roast in the air fryer. Some garlic. I want to try this Butcher's All-Purpose Kinder seasoning. Now, I've tried it on wings or on my turkey burgers. It's really, really good. So, I'm going to try it on these potatoes and see how we like it. And then, of course, we got some onion salt because it already got the chives in there. I do have fresh chives, but I'm actually going to put that in my potato casserole. And then, of course, I already have the avocado oil in here. I'm going to just toss it in the air fryer. I'm not certain how long, but I'm pretty certain I'm going to cook it on about probably 370 versus 400. Let's see how that goes. I just play with it, y'all. I don't have no specifics. Y'all, been jamming to my Toby, man. To my head. Love that brother and his family. They're amazing. They are absolute gods and goddesses. Supreme beings. Black excellence, I tell you that. I love their high energy, man. Positive vibes. And just beautiful family overall. I like that they incorporate everybody. His sister, brother-in-law, everybody. All talented. Alright, so boom. Got my potatoes mixed. I got this. Alright. Okay. Boom. Hopefully that's enough seasoning. We'll see. It looked like it should be. I don't know. Then it looks like it might not be. Ugh, I can't stand nothing bland. But we'll see. I won't put anything just yet. We'll play this one by ear. Because I can't quite gauge this. This is my concern. Because their blend that they have, the Kinders, it is more on the saltier side. So I know they're not used, you know, as much. This right here, I'm not really certain. Because on the turkey burgers, I didn't really use that much anyway. So we'll see. Because I don't want to wait for mommy. Alright, y'all, so I decided just to sprinkle some on top. It looks way better. And now, here we go. In the air fryer, they are. Alright, y'all, so my potatoes are done here as far as me pouring it out of the water. And I got some seasoning, the Kinder seasoning on there. And then I'm going to try to get this done. I'm going to put some heavy whipping cream in there, just a little bit, just enough to get that whipped in there. Some of this triple cheddar cheese and some of this Mexican cheese. I have my chives in there. I already cut the butter in there and my sour cream in there. And yeah, I'm gonna hurry and get all this going on. Mix it up a little bit. So you'll see it will be smashed once I mix it. I'll show it in a second. Let me hurry and get this going. Boo! Mommy coming. Alright, just wanted to show y'all. Y'all see that? It's mashed, but a bunch of chunks, big chunks. Just right. Everything's mixed up. Now I'm just going to put a little bit of this Mexican cheese on top. I don't really want too much, but I'm doing this with my left hand. Probably not the best hand to do it. And then that's the roasted potatoes in the air fryer. Getting done. I'm going to make some salmon tonight with it. I had some salmon in my freezer, so some individual pieces. So I got that thawed, and I'm going to season that up in a minute. This should be enough, because I really only wanted it just to be on top a little bit, because there's enough all mixed up and through here. And I made sure not to mix it too much, y'all, because I cannot stand no gummy potatoes. Ugh, they're so gross. Alright, and then I'm going to just put some, because I already got mixed up some green onions, but I'm going to put some more right up on top of there so I can start baking. Now I got more, and I'm going to put it all up on there, and then I'm going to let this go ahead and bake. It shouldn't take too long, because there's nothing crazy in here. You know, it needs to cook. It just needs to bind a little bit. Everything needs to absorb into the potato. And the greens should be about done, almost. And then I'm going to get this salmon, because that only takes about 15 minutes, because they're the smaller ones. Alright, roasted potatoes are done in the air fryer. They look pretty delicious to me. I just put the salmon in the oven. Probably should have showed y'all. But anyway, I use this garlic butter with Parmesan cheese and basil. It's really, really good. Plus regular butter. I just put a kind of equal amount of both. And of course, I squeezed some lemon in there. And I use this seasoning as well. The garlic Parmesan seasoning Weber. So we can get that on there. There we go. And some of this, because I'm determined to see how this tastes on all things, see if I need to get another one or not. So I use some of this, the Kinder's Butcher's All-Purpose Seasoning, and a little bit of the onion salt. And there's that. Now, I know it may seem like a lot of seasoning, but it's all about how you're putting it on it, right? And your proportions and all that good stuff. And I don't like nothing flavorless. Oh yeah, I did put some garlic powder on it. Now, normally I do fresh garlic, but honestly, I just didn't feel like getting it out. So yeah. Alright, y'all, our dinner is done. Now, for the boys that don't eat, I was trying to hear what happened to my daughter. The baby hit her in the ball. But anyway, for the boys, I made them just some little chicken tenders. That was an air fryer, or actually my oldest did. But the rest of us, here's our salmon. This is the garlic lemon butter salmon with the garlic Parmesan butter that I put on there as well. And then here is our cheesy baked potatoes right here, our casserole. I cannot wait to dig into this. I had put it on a baking sheet, a cookie sheet, while it was cooking. You know, so for any spillage, as you can see, it bubbled over. And then, ooh, baby girl, don't bump me. Here go our Kale Greens done, and they are absolutely delicious. I tried them. Oh my god, I cannot wait to get a bunch. And as you can see, the turkey tails are in there, but I didn't break them up or anything. So good. So this is our dinner tonight, y'all. Salmon, cheesy baked potato casserole, and some Kale Greens. Picture plate. My real big old bowl of greens, y'all. I love greens, and these are so freaking delicious. Like the peppers, the onions, But this is the picture plate. I'm about to eat, of course, but there's my extra greens, and I'm gonna demolish. Tonight's dinner, we are simply having some fresh cut cheese fries. We went to Kennywood Park today. And so, you know, instead of purchasing fries from there, we make our own, which I prefer anyhow. This is our favorite way to eat fries. Just some good old fresh cut. Sometimes with the skin on. This time I made it with the skin off. And then I just made some cheese here. Right here. So, now, this is my quick version. Quickly in the microwave. Heavy whipping cream, some cheese, mix it up. Boom, it's done. But sometimes if I'm making a lot of it, then I'll just cook on the stove because it's just easier to do it that way. But yeah, so here we are. And this, y'all, just got all types of cheeses in there because my little girls was helping me. I usually just stick with one cheese and call it a day. I prefer American cheese actually when it comes to cheese fries. But sometimes I'll do it with just, you know, cheddar cheese. But this got cheddar cheese, American cheese, Swiss cheese, Kobe Jack cheese, because they was just putting them in there. But it, you know, and it got almond milk in there because I do heavy whipping cream and almond milk. But here we are, and it tastes pretty darn good actually. Alright, Alright, so we are going to eat. I'm going to dump this over there and put me some malt vinegar on mine with some ketchup, and bon appetit.